Hey everyone, it's Jessica Jacobson here for this month's Marketing Pop-Up. Today we're going to talk about your year-end marketing countdown, how you can wrap up this year so that you can lock down next year's marketing plan. Let's get started. As we look back in the year in review, here are a few of our best practices to ensure that you hit the ground running in the new year. You want to reflect on how you performed. I know that seems obvious, but how are your production goals and what marketing activities do you believe contributed to accomplishing those? Is it time to resegment your clients? Did your book of business change in a way that you need to level up what your A+ or top clients look like? Hopefully that's a yes. So it's a great time to take care of that effort. Number 3, it's always a great time for businesses to run through a keep, stop, and start exercise. What are the things that you did this year that were super successful? Just because they were a success once doesn't mean that you should stop doing those. So make sure you're documenting those and build those into next year's calendar. What are the things that just fell flat and were not great for your business? Let's set those aside and move forward. And what are some of the things that you know you want to dip your toe into? Maybe it's social media, maybe it's expanding on your website. What are those areas that you really want to expand into? As you look back on those biggest pieces of business that you won, and those top clients that you've brought in, what are some of the trends and opportunities that you can identify? Are there things that your top clients are all asking about? Are there things that are worrying them, keeping them up at night? Let's think about ways that we can incorporate those into your marketing plan for the next year, really show them that you're listening and add value into their lives. Next up, we're going to lock down the plan for next year. Number 1, set your goals. Everyone sets their production goals, but doing this first and then determining what marketing tactics can help support that is critical. It seems like a no-brainer, but if you're picking marketing tactics that have no direct impact on accomplishing those production goals, then you're doing marketing for marketing's sake. And here at Whole Growth Partners, we don't believe that that is the best approach to developing your marketing strategy. Number 2, it might be time to adjust that target prospect. And what that means is if you're serving an entirely different type of person, working in an entirely different industry or at an entirely different time in their life than you have in the past, it's time to update your marketing. So if your website hasn't been touched in a number of years and you're serving in a very drastically different ideal client or trying to attract that drastically different ideal client, now is the time to do some work to really dig into who that person is and make sure that all of your messaging and your materials are reflective of that ideal client. All right, everyone, I know this is a very busy time of year and it's hard to add yet another thing to your plate. So let's break it down. If you can only do one thing between now and the end of the year, here's what we recommend. We're talking about your digital to-dos. You have very few opportunities to entirely control the narrative about your firm, and your website and social media profiles are the place where you really have that control. So before now and the end of the year, hop onto your website, make sure that you've got your most recent headshot, that you have imagery that supports this new ideal target market and type of client. Go back and just do a quick review of your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that it feels current and reflective of who you are as an advisor today. Here's a quick pro tip. Now is the perfect time of year to start sketching out your editorial calendar for the year to come. This is anything that you might want to put on social media, your client communications, including newsletters, things that you may want to put up on your website. This can go hand in hand with your marketing plan for the year. But doing this now while you're looking at the year with fresh eyes, it's a great way to get organized and to plan for any of that custom content that you're going to be creating in the new year. Hopefully, as we're wrapping up this year, you and your team are celebrating all that you've accomplished. And now is the perfect time to set that intention for the year to come. I know firsthand that marketing is one of the easiest things to drop off our to-do list as things get busy and you're spending time with your clients. If you take the time and be intentional and be purposeful, you and your team can be prepared for anything that comes your way. Make sure that if you've found success in a certain tactic, that you're not letting it go. Don't lose sight of what works, and don't be afraid to try something new. Make sure that even with the perfect plan in place, that you have flexibility to adjust as the year goes on. And number 3, prioritize your planning. We know that big events and campaigns take time to get them off the ground. So just hold space, build that into your calendars, bring your whole team along, and make sure that they understand the value of what you're trying to achieve and how marketing will support those big production goals. And when you hold the space and prioritize the time, we know that all of your efforts will be a huge success in the year to come. That's it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are ready to start wrapping up this year and looking toward the year to come, give that QR code a scan and download your free year-end marketing checklist. If you'd like more information on the work that we do here at WGP, visit us online at wholegrowthpartners.com or reach out to info@wholegrowthpartners.com. On behalf of everyone here at Whole Growth Partners, wishing you a strong and successful end of year and a safe and happy holiday season. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.